Hello my friends, my name is Renee and welcome to my channel. For some reason I felt like doing this video sitting down. I am normally standing up in front of this blue painting here, but for some reason I felt like I needed to be sitting down as if we were sitting together having a conversation. What I wanted to address in today's video is some common questions I get about the work I do, and I do a few things. So I do Reiki. I am an intuitive healer. I offer tapping, and I'm also a personal trainer and a yoga teacher. I just couldn't decide, and I wanted to use all these different modalities to help people. I see myself as a facilitator, a stepping stone for people to help people on their path of self-growth. I work on my own issues and I work hard on my own path quite emphatically and very seriously. And I love helping other people on theirs. And let me tell you, it's not an easy path to walk. I sometimes joke, why couldn't I just be a graphic designer? Why couldn't I just be an engineer or a computer programmer? Why did I have to come into this life with these gifts? But you know what? These are blessings. These are my gifts and talents that I have to offer the world. And it certainly isn't easy, but there is a need for people to help others along the way. And many people have helped me, and I am so very, very grateful. I have a couple of notes here and common questions that I will be answering. First of all, I'm just going to talk about Reiki. What is Reiki? How do you say it? Is a common question. How did you say that again? It's composed of two words, Rei and Ki, and the loose translation into English is basically life force energy. And it's essentially referencing that we all have a life force energy within us, and that when our life force energy is low, we are more likely to get sick. We're more likely to have maybe anger come up or negative feelings come up. We're more likely to have trouble in our relationships, to lack clarity, to lack perspective. And when our life force energy is high, you feel good. You are aligned with your source. You feel inspired, you feel positive, and you take things in stride. So when you receive a Reiki treatment, it's really your energies are being balanced. One question that I have gotten before or heard people say is that, well, when you get Reiki, the practitioner is giving you their energy. And that is actually a misconception. I am not giving anyone my energy, and if I did, I would be so drained and on a puddle on the floor. So as their practitioner, I am simply the conduit for the energy to come through me. And when I begin, I ask that the energy go to the person's best and highest need, where it is needed most. And I may not know where that is, but that is sort of the prayer that I invoke when I begin the Reiki session. When you get a Reiki session, simply you are laying on a massage table, you remain fully clothed, unlike massage. So you keep all your clothes on, you just relax and you lay there nice and comfortable. Sometimes people fall asleep. You can talk or you can just be quiet. Many times people say that it is very, very relaxing. You may find that you receive certain insights, or you feel a sense of calm, a sense of confidence, or maybe a clear sense of direction of what you need to do next and where you need to go on your path or with whatever issue you are wanting to address. Another thing that happens in the Reiki session is that the practitioner will lightly rest their hands on various parts of the person's body. And oftentimes, as the practitioner, I may feel a lot of sensation, and the person receiving the treatment may also feel sensation where my hands are. Also, they may feel sensation in a place other than where my hands are. So I may rest my hands like on the person's shoulders right about here, and I have had some people say, I felt the energy going from here all the way down to my feet, or it was moving around in different ways, or maybe they felt a strong sense of warmth or tingling or like a zing. Sometimes what I have experienced myself is I have had the practitioner standing behind me, maybe their hands are on the side of my head, and for some reason, I'm like, even though I can't see them, I swear your hands are somewhere else. For some reason, I'm feeling the sensation elsewhere. It's really neat. So that is sometimes what may be experienced during the Reiki session. The next question is, what is intuitive healing and how does that play into the Reiki session? So when I'm doing Reiki, I'm not only a conduit for this energy coming through me and coming into the person receiving the treatment. I am also a channel. We all have the ability to tap into our higher guidance, and we all can develop that. Some of us have just developed it more than others. Some of us just have more of that slant towards tapping into other realms. And I'm someone who's an empath, and I'm very, very sensitive to energy. And this is something I have a natural tendency towards, and I've also worked to develop it. So when I'm giving a Reiki session, that is often when I receive a lot of intuitive messages. They often come in the form of images in my mind, phrases, questions, maybe colors. I may see certain things, and it often comes to me fast and furious when I'm giving the session. So I will usually ask the person receiving the treatment at the beginning, would you like me to share any intuitive messages I get? Because some people may want that and some may not. They might just want to relax and just receive and just enjoy, and that's fine too. So I always ask for permission before sharing intuitive messages. And oftentimes these messages may be questions that are going to be bring you to a lot of honesty or ask you to be very honest and maybe uncomfortable and maybe a little bit confronting. So as the practitioner, one of my challenges is to be very sensitive and very mindful in how I deliver anything I might say if I decide to share it at all. Next question is Reiki a belief system? I have had some people say, yeah, I've heard about this Reiki thing, but I'm Catholic. I don't believe in that. And my answer is, that's fine. You don't have to believe in anything. And I don't want the responsibility of telling people what to believe. It's not my business, not my place. I am not going to be telling you what to believe or trying to alter your beliefs or anything like that. All you have to do is simply allow and receive the gift of this healing, balancing energy so that your body can do what it needs, so that your mind can find the ease and the peace that it's looking for. But I will not be telling you what to believe or trying to change your beliefs. You can keep and maintain whatever spiritual or religious beliefs that you have. The last question is about tapping. So I do this thing called tapping, or EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. One of the questions I get all the time, and if you've had this, don't be embarrassed, is people kind of will like hesitantly say, do you mean like tap dancing? And that's a very understandable question because that's what it sounds like. Tapping, we're going to be dancing. No, it is not tap dancing. It refers to tapping on certain points on the body which correspond to different energy meridians in the body. And as we tap on those points, it can help lower cortisol, it can help us to feel more relaxed. And as we are tapping on the different points of the body, we are talking about the issue that we're having, the feeling, the situation, the uncertainty, or whatever it is that we are wanting to change and shift. And then we acknowledge responsibility for being able to change that. And then we talk about and describe the new empowering behavior that we want to adopt. This technique of tapping is so powerful. I have to admit though, when I first learned it, I was a bit of a skeptic. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. That's dumb, or I feel stupid. But you know what? In time, I gave it an honest shot, and it's something I do daily now, and it has transformed my life so much. And here's why it can do that for you. It really makes you call yourself out on your game. It makes you call to your attention without any kind of avoidance of responsibility. I'm doing this, and I have the power to change it, and I am a powerful being, and we are all powerful beings. And so often we give our power away, or we let ourselves be measured by external circumstances or external metrics of our goodness or our worth or our value. And you know what? These things aren't true. And I believe that if more people would own their inner strength and come from a place of love instead of fear, we would all be happier and be happier on this planet while we are here. So tapping is a way that can help you to cut through the old games, cut through the old behavior that we sometimes drag around year after year, that doesn't serve us. We often bring the same stories into a new relationship or into a new job, or we pass it on to our children, when really, if we could just blow the lid off of that and realize how limitless we are and how we're confining ourselves to things that aren't true. Maybe they were true at one time. Maybe they were true when we were children. But we can clear that out and we can shift it. And tapping is how we can get ourselves to, or get that to move out of our psyche, get that out of our body, get that out of every cell of our bodies. So please feel free, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see a category that says tapping videos, and those involve some discussion and then tapping about that subject. And I challenge you, if you haven't tried this, do a 7-day tapping challenge. Tap along with me for 5 minutes or so a day, every day for 7 days, and see how that makes your energy shift. Even after one round of tapping, if you were to ask yourself, where do I feel on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best and 0 being the worst, see if your energy comes up a little bit brighter. And it's good to repeat tapping on a certain topic as often as you need. There are some topics I tap on the same topic every day because it's something that I know is a very deep issue that I'm trying to clear out, and it always makes me feel better. I feel more fortified. And so you can tap on the same thing every day. You can mix it up, whatever you like. So I encourage you to please give it a shot. It doesn't cost you anything. You can tap along with me. It's free, and there's nothing to lose, right? So that's it. That's just some questions I wanted to go over, and I hope that clears up maybe any misconceptions you had and gives you some good information. And if you would like to schedule a personalized session with me for your own tapping script and maybe discussion and some perspective about what is going on in your life, I would love to work with you. If you don't live near where I live, I'm happy to do these sessions over distance, whether over Skype, FaceTime, or phone. So thank you so much for joining me. And of course, if you have any questions, or maybe if there's a question you have I didn't address, please leave it for me in the comments below. I love hearing from you and getting to know this community. It's only a matter of time before I create a retreat and have a healing retreat. I would love to meet all of you. So thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate you joining me, and I'll talk to you soon.